I guarantee you that if you master these 40 essential road signs, you'll pass your driving test. All right, let's jump in. Which road sign shows the no left turn sign? Can you identify the mini roundabout traffic sign? Which traffic sign indicates no waiting? Can you recognize the maximum speed 30 miles per hour sign? Which road sign prohibits motor vehicles? Can you spot the maximum speed 20 miles per hour sign? Which traffic sign shows accompanied horses? Can you identify the height restriction warning sign? Which road sign warns of traffic queues likely ahead? Can you recognize the national speed limit applies sign? Which traffic sign shows the entrance to a 20 miles per hour zone? Can you identify the no right turn sign? Which road sign marks the end of 30 miles per hour limit? Can you spot the level crossing with gate ahead warning sign? Which traffic sign indicates no stopping? Can you recognize the turn left ahead sign? Which road sign warns of light signals at level crossing? Can you identify the one-way traffic sign? Which traffic sign prohibits buses? Can you spot the speed camera warning sign? Which road sign represents the Crossbuck Railroad crossing? Can you recognize the sign that means vehicular traffic must turn left? Can you identify the warning for risk of grounding ahead? Can you identify the stop before crossing Police ahead sign. Which road sign gives direction to telephone at level crossing? Can you spot the clearance warning sign? Which traffic sign marks a controlled parking zone? Can you recognize the speed camera with 30 miles per hour reminder sign? Which road sign indicates the telephone at level crossing? Which traffic sign instructs drivers to keep left? Which traffic sign warns of agricultural vehicles? Can you recognize the end of controlled zone sign? Which road sign indicates the end of 20 miles per hour zone? Can you spot the stop, children crossing ahead, warning sign? Which road sign warns of electrified overhead cables ahead? Can you identify the target for crossing gate sign? Which traffic sign prohibits horse-drawn vehicles? Can you recognize the sign that prohibits towed caravan? Which road sign warns of a low arch bridge ahead? And finally, can you identify the overhead electrical wires sign? And that wraps up today's lesson. If you want to ace the driving test, subscribe now for more weekly driving test tips and study guides. Click on the videos on the screen to continue learning. Stay sharp, and you'll pass with ease.